Marker flow review, guys. Get right to it. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan 680.
Amanda, Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day, guys. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you for making us a part of your day. But let's get right to it. Award season is here, guys. I will keep saying it every single time. We got a lot of movies to review, a lot of content for you guys, for you moviegoers out there. And whether you're listening to us on a podcast platform, if you are listening to us on an audio version of this, be sure to follow us and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. And if you follow us on YouTube, be sure to follow us on our podcast channel as well. It's the same audio and everything for the most part. Eventually, I do want to do talk shows where we just talk about just random movies, not just do movie reviews, but that's in the end game of, if you will, in the end game of it. But we're still working with the crew and everything, trying to figure out what day and everything. But without further ado, don't forget, hit that bell notification, because we're going to be talking about which will be a live broadcast of the best films of what we think. We're still in the works of how we're going to do it and everything.
Yeah, and also we're still, I think, trying to decide our list too.
Yeah,
like we have it compiled, but the order.
Year's not over yet.
And even then, like you say, the year's not over yet. There's still ton of movies you have to see. Maybe one of them will make the list. Who knows?
Yeah. Speaking of that, what are we talking about, Angela?
So we are talking about a new animation that just came out. Poster is so cute. I was sold for it right away. But we are reviewing Flow.
Flow, guys, tells of a story of where it follows and navigates a changing natural world, animals that are naturally changing with this environment, with this world, where a massive flood pushes them to form, symbolizing coexistence and adaptation, calling it one of the best animated films of the year. And so one of the things I do want to say, and I know we talked about it off camera, was this film is such a powerful movie. This film is very powerful. Animation this year has just been freaking killing it when it comes to movies. It's been killing it nonstop. We saw The Wild Robot, Inside Out 2. The Wild Robot, I expected it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be that good. You know,
I knew it was gonna be really good. And also Memoir of a Snail.
Yeah, Memoir of a Snail. So Flow, this movie is for us, because I mean we're biased because we actually own 4 cats.
The poster, it's the main. I know it's a group of animals, but the poster has just the cat on it. That sold me right away. So like you can say we're biased. I don't know. But I will say the animation style is a little bit different than some of the other films that we've seen this year, which I really like. I think you mentioned. First couple minutes, it looks like a video game. Almost kind of reminds me of like Stray, almost not quite, but kind of. I still loved it. It was beautiful, and I cannot say how much I really, really enjoyed this film. For a film that has absolutely no humans, no dialogue, it is strictly all animals, different types of animals. It's such a captivating film. Like, it caught my attention and kept it the whole way, because you worry about these animals and if they're going to survive, because there's a great flood that happens and they have to essentially make a raft and survive, and you really want to see them through, find out what's going on, and be safe and survive. And it just, for a movie that does that in such a short amount of time, I gotta say it's very spectacacular. Yeah, no, for sure. I was so surprised how great this movie was, and we heard some people already recognize it as well with the festival awards and everything, but it was way better than I expected in any case, and I had a grand time watching it. The only thing is, I wish I would have saw it in a movie theater. We actually got a screener for it, but regardless, though, this story is very well put together. Yes. The animals coexist on so many levels, and I love these creators, the animators, the director. I feel like that what they all did was pay attention to a dog, and a cat, and just mimic their behavior. Bird, even a random capybara. Capybara. The capybara was cute, and then the Libra. The Libra is cute. The capybara is cute. Yeah, just a random collection of animals that you didn't think would ever band together, and they have to basically band together. They have to coexist. They have to coexist. Yeah. In order to survive. Yeah, and it has a lot of universal meaning about coexisting, coming together in times of need. I really, really liked, again, just the way the story was. It just had such a natural flow. Pun. It was so good. Like, it told the story it needed to tell, and it was, because I really like kind of almost like, it almost had like a fantasy touch to it, and I really like that genre. But again, I think it's such a great film. Whether you love animals or not, I think everyone is gonna really, really enjoy this, and I really hope people give it a chance. Like you say, if you have a chance to see it in theaters, definitely do so. The animation is really great. I do agree with you. I wish we kind of saw it in theater, but you know what? It is what it is. I still very enjoyed it at home, and I could see myself watching it again. Yeah, no, for sure. I completely agree with you at the same pace as well, and also you get to see their despite their differences, their animal instincts, they're different creatures, they're different habitats and everything. They really have to come together really to survive. And I love uplifting stories like this one, and I just love uplifting stories regardless. And I was so stressed. Angela,
you should have seen Angela. She was just like, so oh my stressed. God. Like it was what was it? Oh my gosh. It was Sassy almost all over again. And I was like but Sassy Homeward Bound. If you never seen Homeward Bound 1, oh man, Angela teared up when the cat just fell. I don't just tear up. I cry. I swear that I think I watched that when I was younger. Yeah. And like that scene traumatized I know it's a wholesome family movie. I know that, but that scene still traumatized me. Yeah. And again, you stress for them. Like I said, you really root for them to make it and to figure out what's going on and to survive, because they go through a whole bunch of challenges. Yeah. that deal with nature, like finding food, finding, other animals. Basically, it's super stressful. But again, it's super worth it. I really, really cannot stress how enough. And it's for all ages. That's why I love about it. Yeah, it's for all ages. Again, there's no there's no dialogue. There's no dialogue. There's not even violence or anything. It's just a really good story, point blank story about it. And this also has won already a lot of film festival awards and everything, international film festival awards, which I'm excited for to see how well it does in the Oscar race, how well it does. It's already been nominated in the Golden Globe, so I'm kind of very interested to see exactly where it's going to place in the Oscars and everything. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. If this is the same category as best a best animation film of the year, it's going to be tough. Well, it's going to be one of the two. It's going to be Inside Out 2. No, I'm sorry, not Inside Out. It's either gonna be The Wild Robot or this one. I don't think Inside Out 2 has a strong. I don't think it's strong enough. I don't know. Call me crazy, that but one hit me pretty at home too for Inside Out 2. But I will say we already saw the Golden Globe nominations for animation, and it, like you say, there's a lot of tough competitors out there, like with this one and with Memoir of a Snail. Yeah. Which again made me cry for such a surprising animation. And see, that might even it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. Memoir of a Snail is so good. And same thing with this one. This is so good, but it's completely different. On the opposite side of what the movie's about. This one's more family, wholesome, nature, fantasy, and then Memoir of a Snail is definitely for mature audiences. It's for mature audiences only. Mature audiences advice. Same thing you could say with Wild Robot. It's on the other spectrum. All families with animals and That's what I'm saying. So it's very close race between Wild Robot and I would say Flow, this movie and everything. But going back to this film, the pacing of this film was very, very well put together. It flowed very natural. An hour and 24 minutes. I think that's plenty. I mean, it really it mattered. More. Every minute mattered, in my opinion. Every minute mattered and everything. And so, I'll leave it at that. But rating 1 out of 10, 10 be the highest answer. When you give this rating? I have to give it a 9. Okay. Because it was so good. I mean, there was a scene. One of my favorite scenes in this was I'm not going to spoil it, but it's what happens with the bird when the cat essentially goes to the top of this very long hill rock formation of some sort, goes to the very top, meets the bird, and then it's just a beautiful scene. And oh my god, that made me cry. It was, again, it's just animated so beautifully, and I think it's a great message and story, and I really hope people give it a chance. There's this one scene where something catastrophe happens it's towards the third act of the film, where something gets uplifted into the air, and it's very well put together. I love that, how it just naturally just goes together, and I love the color schemes they went with. Everything went spontaneous. It was very spontaneous moments, especially because this film is spontaneous, something else is gonna happen. Then you think it's calm before the storm all over again. You see that once again.
You get stressed because like one thing after another of what happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, you just want them to live. Yeah, you want them to be okay.
I'm gonna give this a 9.2 just because it's weird. It's weird for me to say this, but for a movie that doesn't have no dialogue, it's really good dialogue.
Absolutely none. There are really no humans in this at all. You know, there's presence. So there's so great,
such great film.
Evidence of human presence, but you don't see a human.
But there's no humans. No humans. Yeah. So I'm kind of interested to see where this is gonna fall, especially our scale of the top 10 or the top 5 2024 films. I'm very interested in that.
That's going to be close because, again, not just animation in general, but we've had a lot of good movies this year.
A lot of great movies. Dune Part 2, Challengers, a lot of great films. And this one takes the cake as well for being one of the top ranking films of the year. And I'm excited to see. This has to get this. I'm 110% sure this is going to get nominated. At least nominated in the Academy Award. It has to.
Oh, this movie has to. It better not be snubbed. I swear, it better not be snubbed.
I think it'll get nominated. It's just gonna be tough who to say it's gonna win, but it's either between this one, or I say this one, or The Wild Robot. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a little bit. Yeah, that's true.
There is another one I haven't seen, but I used to love the series was Wallace and Gromit. I know they have a new movie.
Yeah, they have a new movie.
We haven't seen it yet, but that one also was nominated for a Golden Globe for animation.
All right, well, let's see. There's a lot of movies. Animation's just been killing it this year, guys. And remember when we said it on our Wild Robot review, you know, not only can Pixar ain't the only company in town now. Disney ain't the only company in town now that can make people cry. I'll say that. When it comes to animation, it's anyone's game. Now it's DreamWorks. Now it's other companies now, and it's Skydance. It's crazy. It is really is. But yeah, well, obviously, guys, we do recommend this movie. Thank you so much for making this a part of your day. We do recommend this film. Be sure to check this movie out in a theater. If not, be sure to buy this because we're definitely going to buy this movie. 100%.
For sure, 100%. I can't wait to own it. Again, I can see myself watching it over and over again. And I really hope you guys give it a chance too.
Yep, give it a chance, guys. Thank you so much for making this a part of your day. And if you have seen it, question is for you guys. What did y'all think? Let us know in the comments down below. What did you think of Flow that came out this year, guys? What did y'all think? Put in the comments down below. And as always, I'm your host, Ryan D. And call Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. See you at the movies. Latest.